After spending billions of dollars over several decades, Pennsylvania's Chesapeake Bay program continues to be in default. Lancaster, York, and other counties have seen their public water sources deteriorate to the point that they now fail to meet federal drinking water standards for nitrogen. As a result, this is no longer just a clean up the bay issue. It's a safe drinking water issue. Elevated concentrations of nitrogen in drinking water can lead to thyroid cancer and various birth defects. That's why municipalities in Lancaster, York, and other counties are spending millions to treat their water before they can even drink it. How many? Without costly treatment, 1/3 or 150 of Lancaster County's public water sources and 40 more in York County would not meet federal drinking water standards for nitrogen. Meanwhile, what about homeowners with private wells in these nitrogen-impaired water districts? How many are aware? Do they have a testing program? Can they afford the cost of buying bottled water, filtration systems, or upgrading their wells? What impact is this having on both their long-term family health and the value of their homes? Unfortunately, under Pennsylvania's existing program, the drinking water crisis will only get worse, and it comes with a heavy price tag. The projected cost of the Wolf administration's Bay program is as much as $20 billion. And guess who will pay for it? That's right, taxpayers. And it will represent the single largest tax increase that residents of the Susquehanna watershed have ever seen by far. We can do better, and we can clean up our drinking water supply. How do we know? In a 2013 study, the Pennsylvania Legislative Budget and Finance Committee found that using a competitively bid procurement program can help clean up our water and save taxpayers an amazing 80%. That's right, up to 80%. That study is the basis of legislation currently in the Pennsylvania State Senate, Senate Bill 799. This legislation will toss out the old, wasteful program that has defaulted on our Bay commitments and hurt our drinking water. It will replace it with a transparent, accountable, competitively bid procurement program. Nationally, procurement programs are the gold standard used by government at all levels to provide transparency, accountability, and in preventing fraud, waste, and abuse. Violations carry civil and criminal penalties for those who abuse the public trust. If Senate Bill 799 had been in place, municipalities like Danville, Montour County could have avoided upgrading their treatment facilities that led to a horrific 300% increase in sewer and water rates for residents and businesses. That 300% increase is just a sample of what's taking place in municipalities across the watershed, and plenty of people are getting rich from facility upgrades at the expense of hard-working families and businesses. Unfortunately, those deep-pocketed special interests won't go down without a fight. Right now, they're trying to amend Senate Bill 799 to make participation in a competitively bid procurement program optional. This amendment will enable special interests to continue pocketing millions as our drinking water continues to deteriorate by simply opting out of the procurement program. Reform must be mandatory or it will fail. Opponents of SB 799 who support the status quo need to do so publicly. The residents of Lancaster, York, and other counties in the Susquehanna watershed need to know who stands with them to ensure a cost-effective Bay solution that will make their drinking water safe. We need Senate Bill 799 to be signed into law because the system will not reform itself. Having healthy drinking water is not a Democrat or Republican issue. Here's how you can help. Please go to affordablebaysolutions.org/petition and sign the petition in support of Senate Bill 799. Tell your local representative and senator they must vote in support of Senate Bill 799 without any unscrupulous amendments.